It was an ordinary family portrait, hanging in the living room since I was a child, capturing the smiles of my parents, my sister, and me. But as the clock struck midnight on my 30th birthday, a creeping sensation drew me to it. The familiar smiles had twisted into sinister grins, and my own eyes seemed to glare directly at me, full of unspoken threat. It felt like a warning, as if the picture was trying to communicate something urgent. I couldn't shake the feeling that if I didn't decipher its message soon, something terrible would unfold. The next day, I noticed subtle changes in my family's behavior. My mother, usually the epitome of warmth, began whispering ominous things to herself. My sister, who had always been my confidant, looked at me with suspicion as if I was a stranger. A sense of dread settled in the pit of my stomach, and the portrait's changes became more pronounced every night. Each stroke of midnight brought new horrors, with shadows creeping into the background and figures looming behind us. Desperate for answers, I began to research our family history, hoping to uncover the root of this malevolence. My search led me to a long-forgotten journal belonging to my great-grandmother, revealing a pact made with a dark entity. The deal promised prosperity for our lineage in exchange for one family member's soul every third generation. The realization hit me like a cold wave: I was that generation's sacrifice. The portrait's changes were not just a warning but a countdown to my demise. I had to break the curse before it was too late, but the entity's presence was growing stronger, feeding off my fear. In a bid to save myself and my family, I decided to confront the entity. Armed with the knowledge from the journal, I performed a ritual meant to sever the pact. As the final incantation left my lips, the room plunged into darkness. The portrait's figures writhed, and my own image began to scream silently, pleading for release. Just as I felt my soul being tugged from my body, a blinding flash erupted, and the room was still. The portrait returned to its original state, the ominous changes erased. But I knew deep down that the entity had not truly left, it was simply waiting for another opportunity to strike.